Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. Today we are going to talk about glow sticks. You must be thinking to yourself, like, why the hell are we talking about glow sticks? Well, a glow stick, as we all know, long plastic thing, some mystery material inside of it. Looks like nothing when you take it out of the package except a long plastic tube, and when you snap it, you crack it, you almost break it, it begins to glow. And there is a story that's been roaming around, author unknown, for many years, about how this woman recognized as she was watching her kids play with glow sticks and how they were snapping, that she heard God speak to her and say that just like the glow stick, I had to crack you in order for you to completely see your purpose and fulfill and shine. And I love that metaphor because it's so true. We all think to ourselves, why is this happening to me? And we've heard the reframe. Most of us have heard the reframe of, well, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. The first time I heard that, I was going through a divorce and I was just like, oh, this is just not what I needed to hear right this moment. Because my frame of mind was not healthy enough to hear that perspective. But the truth is, it did happen for me. There were lots of parts of my life that have happened for me. In fact, now I look at it and I say, okay, if I did not go through all of that, I certainly could not be here in this place that I am now, teaching all of you what I'm teaching you. And those lessons, though, those moments of the cracking where the light can kind of seep out of you, to me, that's the time when faith comes in. That's when God is with us, or whatever you choose to believe, where the universe and God have come together as one with us, and we are now in this position to shine. We have a moment of where that light leaks out, and we get to decide what that perspective is. And in that moment, when you ask yourself and you pause and you're like, what can I make this mean? What does this mean to me now? What should it mean to me? Where do I want it to go? How do I choose to show up? You've heard me ask that question before, but it matters. And this is because you're in sacred, holy ground at that time. You're not thinking of it from the worst terms. Yes, sometimes you have to measure, okay, where am I? And sometimes you have to go, oh yeah, I'm in a kayak and it's sinking. Okay, great. Move my ass, get myself going. But you don't have to stay disempowered. And when you remember this little tiny story about the glow stick and how those cracks, that moment, that shock is all about helping us to see and pushes us to our greatness, then you have a gift, in my opinion. Everyone has asked me this in reference to the podcast, why it took me so long to put a podcast out there, because I have friends that have been doing it forever. I have a friend who has, 11 million downloads on his podcast. Why did it take you so long? And the truth was, I was comfortable. If I was really honest about it, the truth was I was comfortable. I like writing my books. I like staying and keeping to myself. And I was comfortable. And this year, I turned the same age my father was when he died. My father was very young when he died, and I turned the same age he was when he died. And I started thinking about the fact that, gosh, I can't imagine dying at this point in my life because I feel like I have so much more to give. And in that moment, it was a glow stick moment for me. Still get choked up even thinking about it. It was a move your ass kind of moment. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? You have gifts. Go share your gifts. Glow stick moment. And in the process of thinking about it, it was, okay, well, I don't want to travel because I don't want to go back on the road and speak and do all that stuff. It's just not for me anymore. But this is a great way for me to be able to reach everybody quickly and a little bit each morning so that everybody can be taking something useful into their day. And in doing that, I had such an epiphany because I was in my chicken coop when I had that happen. And I said, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite places. This is where I want to shoot it from. And boom, here we are. But I had to allow myself to focus on something that was the hardest thing in my world, losing my dad. And losing him at such a young age, losing him when I was young. And just going back to that point and saying, well, how would I feel if I actually was at the end of my life? What would I be leaving on the table? And I don't want to leave things on the table. I'm going to play full out, what is it? Def Leppard says it's better to burn out than fade away. Well, maybe sometimes in certain situations, yes, it is. So I challenge you to sit there and ask yourself about this. And, what are your glow stick moments? What are the things that you're going to change the meaning of so that they mean something so profound to you that they move your butt, get your ass in gear so that you don't allow yourself to just sit? What are the ones that are going to change how you show up with the other people in your world and significantly shift you? Because those are the ones that matter, my friend. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully this will crack some light into your day. Have a great one, guys. Bye.